Masha and the Bear is a Russian animated television series created by Oleg Kuzovkov and produced by Animaccord Animation Studio, loosely based on the oral children's folk story of the same name. The show focuses on the adventures of a little girl named Masha and her caring friend, the bear that always keeps her safe from disasters. Masha and the Bear is the most watched preschool series in the world, with 36 times more requests than the average. It is also the fifth most watched youth series worldwide, just ahead of Peppa Pig. Many of the episodes have been successful on YouTube. In particular, the Russian-language version of the episode has almost 4.5 billion views as of April 2022, making it the site's 10th most viewed video of all time, and the most viewed video on YouTube that is not a music video. The show consists of 5 seasons. Season 5, launched in June 2020, was the first Russian-produced animated TV show to be released in 4K. Synopsis: a young chef from the world of fine dining comes home to Chicago to run his family's Italian beef sandwich shop after the suicide of his older brother, who left behind debts, a rundown kitchen, and an unruly staff. Cast: Main: Jeremy Allen White as Carmen Carmi Bursato, an award-winning New York City chef de cuisine, who returns to his hometown of Chicago to run his late brother Michael's failing restaurant. Eben Mosbachrick as Richard Richie Jaramovuk, the de facto manager of the restaurant and Michael's old best friend. Ao Edbury as Sidney Adamu, a talented but inexperienced chef who joins the beef as its new sous chef under Carmi. Lionel Boyce as Marcus, the beef spread baker turned pastry chef, spurred on by Carmi's mentoring. Liza Kolantzakis as Tina, an acerbic and stubborn veteran line cook. Abby Elliott as Natalie Sugar Bursato, Carmi, and Michael's younger sister and reluctant co-owner of the beef. Recurring: Edwin Lee Gibson as Ibrahim, a veteran line cook at the beef. Maddie Matheson as Neil Fack, a childhood friend of Carmi and Michael, and sometimes handyman for the restaurant. Jose Cervantes as Angel, a dishwasher at the beef. Oliver Platt as Jimmy Cicero, uncle of the Bursato siblings and major investor in the restaurant. Corey Hendricks as Gary, a line cook at the beef. Richard Esteras as Manny, a dishwasher at the beef. Chris Witask as Pete, Sugar's docile husband, generally disliked by everyone. Guest stars: John Bernthal as Michael Mikey Bursato, Carmi, and Sugar's late brother, who committed suicide via gunshot 4 months before the events of the series. Joel McHale as Carmi's old executive chef in New York City, who was abusive and dismissive. Amy Morton as Nancy Chor, a scrupulous health inspector. Molly Ringwald as the meeting moderator of the Al-Anon meetings that Carmi attends. Episodes. Release: The Bear was released on Disney and internationally, in Canada on August 3, 2022, in Australia and New Zealand on August 31, 2022, and in the UK and Ireland on October 5, 2022, and in Latin America on October 12, 2022, on Star Plus. Music: The Bear has been lauded by critics for its soundtrack of 1980s, 1990s, and 2000s alternative and mainstream rock classics, handpicked by the show's creator Christopher Storer and executive producer Josh Sr. Some of the songs featured on the show include Chicago-based Wilco with Spiders, Impossible Germany, and Via Chicago, Radiohead's Let Down, Van Morrison's St. Dominic's Preview, Pearl Jam's Animal, Sufjan Stevens' Chicago, John Mayer's Last Train Home, Refused's New Noise, The Breeders' Saints, Counting Crows' Have You Seen Me Lately, Genesis in Too Deep, John Mellencamp's Check It Out, and R.E.Ms. Oh My Heart. Reception. Audience viewership. According to the streaming aggregator Reelgood, The Bear was the second most watched program across all platforms. During the week of July 13, 2022, the most watched program during the week of July 22, 2022, and the 7th most watched program during the week of July 27, 2022. According to the streaming aggregator Just Watch, The Bear was the second most streamed television series across all platforms in the United States, during the week ending July 3, 2022, and the second during the week ending July 17, 2022.